Hello everyone. Today I want to talk to you about an aspect of speech which is highly neglected in our country. People in India have no knowledge of this aspect of speech, and in fact it isn't even spoken about or taught in our schools. A native English speaker will learn how to speak in this way from the time they are born. It's intrinsic to the English language, to the way we speak English. But in India, because our mother tongues, Hindi and all the other languages, are very much phonetic languages, we speak words as we see them. English is not so. English is a musical language. So there are highs and there are lows. There are troughs and there are mountain peaks in the way we speak. So words have modulation in them, and sentences have modulation in them too. But how should I modulate? How does that modulation happen? Is there theory to it? Or is it just something I should do by guessing or the way I feel? There very much is theory to how you modulate your sentences and your words. So we're going to talk about words today, and on another day we'll talk about sentences. A native English speaker will understand what you are saying mainly by where you put the stress in a word. Now, when I talk about stress, I mean the part that I stress will sound longer, louder, higher, and clearer. So obviously, if there is a part of a word that is stressed, it also means that the other parts of a word must be unstressed. So what does an unstressed syllable, what does an unstressed part of the word sound like? It's got to be exactly the opposite. So if I've got louder, longer, higher, clearer, I've got to have the other side, which is softer, shorter, lower, and unclear. And that's how a word is spoken. Now let me give you an example. The word computer. So I'm going to say it again, and you're going to guess and tell me, well, you can't really tell me, but you're going to guess as to which is the stressed syllable in the word. So I can either, do you all know about syllables? Well, let me tell you what a syllable is first. So a syllable is a part of a word that has a vowel sound in it. So every new vowel sound in a word makes a new syllable. If 3 vowels together make one sound, it's one syllable, like the word please. In the word please, there's an E-A, there's an E-A, and there's an S and an E, right? So there are 3 vowels there, but together they make one sound. E-A says E. So the word please has one syllable. Is there any way I can check on syllables? Yes, there is. We call them the detectives for finding syllables. So there are 4 ways I can find a syllable in a word, or I can find how many syllables there are in words. One of them is called the chin test. So every time my chin drops, it's a new syllable. So if I say please, my chin drops once. All right? The second way is to clap. So every syllable is sounded out with a clap. So please, that's 1 syllable. Computer, 3 syllables. Shaheen, 2 syllables. Personality, 5 syllables. But according to me, the best way to find syllables is to do robotic speaking. So when I speak like a robot, I'm going to stretch out my words. So if you ever watched E.T., you will know that E.T. said, E.T. phone home, Elliot. So each syllable was stretched out in robot speak, right? I mean, the alien spoke with robot speak. So when I say a word, I must stretch it out like a robot. So I say, please, E.T., computer. That's robot speak. Well, the last way to find syllables is to jump with every part of the word that comes out of your mouth. That's a little tiring for people like me. Yeah. All right. So now you know what a syllable is? It's a vowel sound in a word. Let's do a few syllables. Should I make a separate video about syllables? Okay. So I'll make a separate video about syllables and we'll do this one quickly, right? So let's take a word. School. How many times did the shape of my mouth change? It went into one shape. Ooh, school, right? Even though there are two O's there. Let's do another word. Market. Market. Twice, right? Market. That's another way. Let's look at another word. Toothbrush. 2 syllables, right? All right. So let's get back now to the stress in words. The rules of English say that every word must have one stressed syllable. That means one part of the word must be made louder, longer, higher, and clearer. So if I take the word computer, I can either do computer or I can do computer or I can do computer. If I were Italian, I may say computer, and that's why it's very tedious to listen to Italians speaking English, because they stretch every syllable. And I want to take you down to the market. And when you hear that on a bus as a tourist for hours, it's very tiring. Anyway, so that's the whole thing about English. It isn't supposed to tire your ears. It's supposed to be easy to listen to. So when English is spoken with its rhythm and its music, it stops being tiresome to the listener's ears, right? So we've got that computer. Now, why did I not say computer, which is what I hear a lot of people saying? So if I say computer, firstly, C-O-M should either be com or nothing, but definitely not come. There's no U there, right? It's computer. Now I'm going to tell you a little secret. The way to shorten, the way to speak the unstressed syllables is to take the vowel sounds out of them. When you do that, you pretty much shrink the syllable. So I say I take the O out. So computer. Oh, all right. So let's look at another word. What about water? Water. You say water. I want a glass of water, please. Now, water is not stressing any syllable, or maybe it's like weirdly stressing both. So let's look at the other ones that people say, people use in India. Oh, we use beginning. In the beginning, she said that. But you know what? If you're going to follow the rule for word stress, then you're either going to say beginning, or you're going to say beginning, or you're going to say beginning. It's your choice. Which one would you like to use? So beginning. Now, I hear a lot of people saying perfect. That was perfect. But the rules of English say you've either got to say perfect or you've got to say perfect. Both of them mean completely different things. One of them says the job cannot be better. It's perfect. You need no alterations to it. It can't be better than it is. But if I want you to make it better, then I will say, can you perfect it, please? So perfect. Now, what did I do to the per? I shortened it. I can't possibly take out the E very much because otherwise it would be perfect. Perfect. Actually, you can. Okay, but the other one is perfect. Fict. F-ct. Take out the E. Perfect. All right. What about finger? Finger. Finger. No, that doesn't work, right? So it's got to be finger. What else? Music. Music. All right. Are you getting what the stressed syllable should sound like? So it's louder, longer, higher, clearer. So music. I can do anything with it when I take it higher, when I make it louder, when I make it longer. I can do anything with it. Yeah? And that's where the beauty comes in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What else? All right. So did you get this rule about word stress? It's called word stress. And it goes together with pronunciation. Pronunciation pretty much is stressing on the right syllable. Do you know where you can find pronunciations? Where you don't have to ask anyone. You don't have to wait for me. You don't have to rely on what anyone else is saying. You just go to the dictionary, any dictionary, preferably not an American one. You go to the Oxford Dictionary, you look up the word. In fact, you should look up words that you're not sure of or that someone has corrected you about. And after the word, you will find the phonemic syllables for the pronunciation of the word. In certain dictionaries, like the Cambridge Dictionary, they give it to you in the original phonemic code, which is quite tough. But if you go to like a student's dictionary from Oxford, by the Oxford company, then they give it to you very simply. Like for example, AH, they will give you a little legend on how to understand or how to decode the pronunciations in the dictionary. So they'll give you things like AY makes the sound A. When A is pronounced as A, the phonemic pronunciation will write AY. When A is pronounced as A, the phonemic pronunciation will have AH. When A is pronounced as it will be like ago. So they'll have ago. They'll show you words like that. When the phonemic pronunciation of a vowel is oo, they have two O's, so it's oo. But when it is they'll have a UH. So it's like that. So the dictionary is where you actually find pronunciations. The dictionary, teachers out there, the dictionary isn't only for children to find meanings and to find the grammatical use of words, it's also to find pronunciation. And I've noticed that some schools are doing away with dictionaries that have pronunciation. You can't do that. There's nowhere else you can go to find pronunciation. So will you please buy dictionaries that have pronunciation legends in them so that children can access the pronunciation of words on their own. So when you study pronunciation, please look for which the stressed syllable is. In the Oxford Student edition, the stressed syllable is written in dark ink, or what do they call it? not italics, when it's darker than the rest of the word? Bold. They put the stressed syllable in bold. So look for the stressed syllable. If you're not stressing on a syllable mindfully, you're not pronouncing a word right. So if someone says computer, it's not that he doesn't know how to speak English well. He's just stressing on the wrong syllable. So don't be so proud, all of you who know how to say computer properly. But you guys, many of you are also saying computer. Yeah? So it's as bad as saying computer, probably worse. Anyway, yeah. So when you look for words, when you speak them, please do stress on a syllable, even if it's the wrong syllable. Put some stress on those words, y'all. All right. I think that's enough. It's like a 16-minute video now. So have a good day. Bye.